Right, how y'all doing? It's getting a bit wet. Man, if there was a Dramatica day, today was it. And it was last night. It started last night. I said last night, hey yo, I'm super proud of Inky. She's gone into work. Not her current place of work, not the new one. And she's saying goodbye to all the people I met. Doing all the stuff there. She's come home, super proud. I was still feeling a bit groggy, and there were a few points when we were eating that wonderful meal together. We're talking, and she's like, don't, not tonight, don't go there. And there was this nerve, right? There was this nerve. Nerve you could see, and I just had to poke it. Like, I wasn't being super hardcore or anything, like completely being a dick, but let's just say when Inky's pissed off, when you piss Inky off, she goes fucking hardcore. She goes for the low blow, man. And so we went at it. We had an argument last night, and I mean, for me and Inky, an argument is generally once a year. Good ones once a year. We've had 3 in like the last 6 months, and it's great because when we go, all the truth comes out. But it starts off like really nasty. Inky will go straight to the balls. She's like, that's it. You've had it. You had the nerve to push this. Like, you're done. And I'll tell you something. If it weren't for my ability to make that girl laugh, right? If I couldn't just make her laugh whilst we're having these childish squabbles, there wouldn't have been a me and Inky this afternoon, or even early hours of the morning. Because she decided that to try and basically stop me from being a whiny little bitch, she was going to do the exact thing I asked her not to do. And the other night I was sure we'd cleared. She's like, I'm not going to go and hang out with my friends anymore because clearly it's causing you trouble. And I was like, well, that's the exact thing I told you that I was fine with. It would just be a really stupid thing to do if, you decide you're not going to hang out with your friends when that's not my problem. Alright. Later on this morning, she says to her friends, I recognise that there is a pattern that when I go out with my friends, traditionally, bad things happen. Someone gets into a fight, I get into a fight, as in Inky. Someone gets really sick or gets hospitalised, or just something bad happens, right? And she says, Skaz has just nailed that pattern down. That, every time I go out, he's just worried that something bad's going to happen. So she's like, but when she then told some of her friends some of the stories of what happened, and they're like, yeah, that's completely understandable and stuff. But some things were said this morning. Early hours of the morning. I got a grand total of 3 hours sleep. I let Inky have a lay-in this morning. I did the school run. But there were things that needed to be said. And I woke up this morning feeling a lot better. When I said to Inky, hey, yo, are we square? Is this all cool now? Because the last few times we've gone at it like this, we've said we're cool, but you're still throwing this stuff in my face. She's like, when you're happy and you say such and such, it comes across as a joke. But when you're low, you've been low a lot recently, and you say such and such, you sound like a cunt. And I was like, okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. I get that. We talked about all kinds of stuff. You know, but some things were said that had to be said, and we agreed on it. You know, as you do. But I mean, at one point she was like, I'm just gonna fucking leave. You know, I'm gonna fucking leave, and I'm gonna pay for the house, and you and the kids can stay here, and I'll just fucking go. And I freaked, like I completely freaked. I was like number one bitch at this point. And she said to me later, she's like, I didn't know if I wanted to laugh, because she said it was kind of, I don't remember if she said it was kind of cute, that I completely spazzed out, that I'd become a bitch. I was like, but Inky, you are like everything to me. You know, the idea that you would just fuck off. You know, we rant at each other, but the idea that you could leave, just, I can't imagine my life without you. So, of course I'm going to spaz out like a little bitch. But yeah, as I say, things were said. We agreed on stuff. And we talked everything, you know, we talked life, we talked finances, we talked kids, you know, we talked health, we talked depression, among other things, you know, where we want to be in a few years' time. And we brought up relationships, friendships, and stuff like that. And it was brought up that I should probably go out and hang out with her friends more. Because, you know, when she goes out, apparently, sometimes they ask, like, well, where's Skaz, man? Where's the beard? You know, where's the priest? And old nickname. And, you know, obviously, I'm the dad, I have to stay at home and look after the children. You know, I'm having to do other stuff, you know. I let Inky go out because that's what Inky wants to do. But I say to Inky, like, when I deal with her friends, sometimes I put up walls, because if I become overly friendly with some of these people, and then there's a bit of drama happening, which has happened before in our relationship, I was like, you know, I'm going to be the one stuck in the middle, like some awkward goober, whilst you guys are swinging at each other and taking shots at each other. And I was like, that's not really something I want to have to deal with. But we were talking to a few of the friends this morning, and we said, why don't we all just get together in Lowestoft? No bars, no gigs, you know, just everyone bundle around our place, we'll get some beers, we'll put on some tunes, you know, and we'll chat, because we've all got shit going on in our lives that we want to vent, and in a lot of cases, you know, they can't vent in Norwich because everyone knows them there. It's a tight community there, and no one knows them here, so they can vent. They don't have to worry about anxiety or stress or people judging them. And because fuck, I ain't gonna judge them, I ain't got the time. And then if my anxiety kicks off, it's not too big of a deal, because, you know, I'll be home or near home. And so now we're trying to arrange, we're on a mission from God. We're trying to get everyone together just to hang out. Because Inky reckons that my cabin fever is making my anxiety really bad and turning me into a dickhead. And so she said, you're not going to get any better if you don't go out. You know, and she's right. Because when I went out with the Wolves, when we first went to Norwich, I felt a lot better. If we hadn't gone out that first time, I'd have freaked out by the time we went to the gig. So this might be the right thing to do. But baby steps. It's official. I'm an ass. You know when, like, people argue and they're like, we're trying to figure out who the bad guy is? Like, me and Inky can't decide. Like, I'm like certain that I'm the ass. Inky's like, no, I shouldn't have done or said that. but I'm taking the blame on this one. I'm also I also win the award for world's worst parent, or at least today. We got a call from the school that they were doing a parental guidance film showing at the school. It was a PG film, young adults film or whatever, and it was Willow, and I didn't realise it was Willow at the time, and so we got a call from the school, and they said, oh yeah, we should have got a permission slip to say that Big William could watch the film, but because we haven't got it, we're going to have to put him in basically like another small group or solitary, but because he's the only one that hasn't got the slip or whatever, he'd be by himself. And they called up and was like, is it okay if he watches it? And we're like, yeah, sure, okay. And so I said okay, and then Nanny sorted out the paperwork. She drove down to the school to sort out the paperwork. And William doesn't like Willow at all. And so they made him sit through Willow, and the school came out at the end of the day and they're like praising him and all that. Yeah, man, like, he sat down, he watched Willow, he was like, I didn't want to watch the film. I was like, sorry, dude, like, we just didn't want you to be left out kind of thing, so it was something they were doing for school. But he's a bit pissed ass right now. And Theo, good day at school, but we've been told, we've been told that in a week's time, or in a few days' time, they're going to be doing a school play, and he's going to be playing Zeus. I don't know what the play's about, or what the year's play's about, but he's going to be Zeus. He's got lines to read. We've got to turn up. Woo! So that's rad. He seems excited about it, so that's cool. And just another random thing to note. My gods, people hate me, and they really want me to just completely buckle under the pressure. The amount of people who just want me to fail, it's insane. The number of people who are trying to feed me nasty things to make me just buckle. Saying nasty things, doing nasty things, twisting things, implying things. Pretty fucked up. And they're not just doing it to me, they're doing it to Inky too. And I'd appreciate it if they'd cut it the fuck out. I said a few weeks ago that, something bad's going to happen. That could have been today. The whole argument thing, that's something that's kind of cropped up in my head. I said that something felt really off. And I think that could be it. I said we weren't going to talk about it much, but it's still a thing. And if anything does happen, if this wasn't it and anything does happen, then fuck me. Colour me surprised. And last thing to know, bless Inky. She was taking some pictures the other day, and I was curious, and so he taking any, I kind of saw she was taking some picters. Hey, you taking any pictures, like cool pictures recently? She's like, no, not really. She said the last picture I took was of a Charlie Spaniel. I was like, oh, okay, damn. And turns out she deleted them. And I was like, Inky, you do know that, like, because her phone constantly complains she's running out of space. Like, you do know that all your photos, if you go to not your phone's photo thing or your camera roll thing, if you click on Photos, the Google Photos app, there's shit tons of photos in there. Like, every photo you take with your phone whilst you're anywhere near Wi-Fi will end up on that thing. And all the pictures she deleted were on there. Some of the photos she deleted was on there. And she then spent part of the time scrolling through, like, watching little clips of the boys and stuff like that. And I thought that was sweet. First off, she was just surprised that some of the photos hadn't gone, because obviously she didn't want them on her phone kind of thing. But then the fact that she realised that all of these other memories were on the phone, like little Noodle at like 4 years old or whatever. The boys talking to her about random things, like they'd been given sweets by their auntie or whatever, and it's just really sweet. I didn't know Inky didn't know about that. I didn't know about it. I didn't realise she didn't know. But now she's not so worried about potentially losing her phone or breaking her phone, or she hasn't got to worry as much now. And I thought it was kind of rad that she took a little trip down memory lane. Yeah, I'm gonna head off. We've got a busy ass day tomorrow, apparently. Probably not a lot that I'm gonna vlog, because there could be tiny humans running around, and yeah, I don't really fancy pulling the vlog on it. So, yeah, I got to do Rando's podcast tomorrow and stream. Oh God. When I'm a dick, I'm a real dick. So I hope you're well, and I'll see you over the below tomorrow. Archived rants, local drive. There's gonna be a lot of those in the future. Notes to myself.